Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a view of the skyscrapers of Midtown Manhattan from high above the East River here in New York City. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Golden State Warriors. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team's going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
Yeah, and it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Weissman. And it's Wiggins and the three spot. And for New York, Barrett and Randall are in the forward position. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Elfrid Payton. The pass to Barrett. Back to Payton. He tries for three, and he's good on the three ball. Payton's got the first bucket of the game with the three for the Knicks. Outside Curry. Top of the key, Wiseman. Golden State moving it around. Clock at 6. And a fast break now for New York. Quickly. Offensive rebound. Robinson, that's good.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. It's a 5-point game. Here's Weissman. It's rebounded by New York. Payton outside. Barrett the pass to Robinson. Inside, Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
And so it's New York with it, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Trying to get open is Randall, and that one, good. Robinson's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, concentration right there. Mitchell Robinson refuses to let the defense have the last word. Nicely done.
and the basket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. On the wing, Thompson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Stolen by Thompson. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got 5 points so far.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
The Warriors trail. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. He's got 8.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Knicks shooting their first free throw tonight.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Hayden finds Robinson. Over Wiseman. Wiseman with the rebound. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Brett? And the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kevin. You know, very fluid for his size. Pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps. And one thing that's great about Draymond, you can run the offense through him. Last year, he averaged just as many assists as rebounds.
Right, Greg, and obviously he has to be surrounded by great shooters because that vision is there, and he can throw every type of pass. He's extremely unselfish, but guys have to deliver on the catch.
First free throw is good. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Well, to me, the infectiousness with which Draymond Green plays, it impacts everyone around him. I love that.
And it's Robinson with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And a wide-open look here for Wiggins. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now, here's Barrett. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Randle. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randle, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox.
And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Rose against Curry. Oubre, right side. And stolen by Noel. Here's Rose. Finished off the break.
Wow, look at the way the big man, Noel, set up his guys. Puts the pass in the perfect position. Easy shot.
Curry outside. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 11 points.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Pass to Barrett. Shoots from the right block. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Well, you've got to be shot ready in catch and shoot situations, and we know RJ's got a quick trigger.
The rim rattling two-handed jam.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Here's Rose. The Warriors making the shot. For three, pulling. Wiseman with the rebound. They're running. Moving it up. Thompson with the bucket.
Boy, beautiful shot off contact. That is what you get with a bigger guard like Klay Thompson.
Passes it to Noel. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, oftentimes we talk so much in terms of Steph's scoring ability, but I tell you what, he's one heck of a floor general as well.
Greg, he probably doesn't get enough credit for how he controls the pace, his ability to orchestrate the offense. He can create for himself, certainly, but don't sleep on his ability to create for his teammates.
One falls for him.
We most closely identify Stephen Curry with his three-point shooting, but the reality is this guy is a threat from any place on the floor. He is constant pressure on the defense.
And the Knicks making a change here. Gibson's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Poole's checked in. Stephen Curry hits them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Rose hits the bill. Puts up a 3. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Barrett's got 5 now.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
To the paint. Here's Wiseman. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Gibson. Rose dishes to Noel. The kick out to Rose. To the inside. Gibson. And he uses the glass on the way up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And so here is New York. The Warriors making the shot. Bangs home the trifecta.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Pass to Toscano. Oubre outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. New York's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. Noel passes to Barrett. It's stolen by Wiseman. Curry with him. And Rose picks him up defensively. Shoots the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, wow. How about that fantastic look by Steph Curry? The ability to create and make the guys around him better.
The 3, Barrett. New York now working with the new shot clock. Noel dishes to Gibson. Good. Nice job down low. Gibson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Curry gets the bucket.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in his zone.
And here's Rose after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry.
Well, John Gibson is a big-time power player. This guy remarkable getting hit and able to finish nonetheless.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Ken Bazemore comes in for Kelly Oubre.
you love about Taj Gibson is his leadership. This guy is an intelligent, ferocious competitor who plays his role to a T.
Outside Curry. Launches it. That's no good, but only his first miss in 6 shots. Barrett finds Noel, and Rose wide open. He shoots. They get it again.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
Curry fires from way outside. Mitchell Robinson firing on all cylinders, guys, for New York. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. We had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. And I feel like you can learn more from a loss than you can from a win. And my teammates have been great. The whole organization's been great. We just, you know, whatever happens, we've kind of been sticking together and going through it all together, so that's been good.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Now here's Rose. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Well, you love the attitude of Derrick Rose. You want to play great defense? No problem. I can still finish.
Nerlens Noel is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Rose. They're the group New York will start the second one.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Curry following the score by Taj Gibson. Green inside, defended by Gibson. And the basket by Curry.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
To the middle, and slam dunk by Noel.
And that's an example of his athleticism, right? Nerlens Noel, the ability to leap up and ram it home.
Curry against Rose. Here's Poole. Here's Toscano. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box out.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution. And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
That evens the score. Toscano's got his 3rd basket of the night.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Randall comes in for Noel. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Derrick Rose. And Golden State also making a change. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Curry. Now here's Payton. Inside Robinson. And Randall throws it down.
This guy is so quick. Julius Randall finishes with a pretty dunk.
Golden State's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's Bazemore. Knicks with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since it started last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. So it's the Knicks now. Payton kicks to Randall. And finally they hit one. Randall's got 9 points.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Robinson with the block. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Wiggins with it. Now defended by Randall. Now the pass to Poole. Wiggins kicks to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Toscano's shot is good. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. For 3, Bullock. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 4th assist in this one. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Checked in for the Knicks. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You look at Wiggins. There are a few players ahead of him in the voting, but if he holds on to his spot at number 5 on that list, he'll have a place in the three-point contest waiting for him.
And if anything, I bet he moves up the list. I mean, how could you not have this fella taking part in this contest? He'll be there.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We You've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And that one falls for Barrett.
And Doris, while he's kind of welcomed the spotlight of playing in New York, off the court, R.J. Barrett more of a homebody.
Right, and I love that because this is a young man who's committed to his craft. All of his energy is on becoming the best NBA player he can possibly be. But Greg, 100% correct. He's got the temperament and maturity to face the pressure of New York.
And R.J. Barrett setting records in the ACC for scoring as a freshman. Talk about his offensive package.
Well, Greg, for me, this guy is wired to score. He can dribble it, he can shoot it, and he can pass it. And I think he's at his absolute best when he's attacking the rim.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
On the wing, Wiggins. Here's Green. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
Barrett wide open. He fires. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got his third assist on the night. Warriors trail by 13. Oubre kicks to Thompson. Yes, that goes in.
Listen, he's not going to limit himself to just long-range shooting. Klay Thompson uses his skill to get in the painted area as well.
For three, Barrett. Green with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Out to Thompson from deep. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. That'll be a 5-second call.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Randall. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 19 points per game last year, 9 rebounds and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Quickly, he's covered by Thompson. Here's Randall. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Randall's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks. Wiggins outside. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by New York.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A three. Oubre pulls it in. Warriors trail by 13. Thompson from long range. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
So there's a certain precision to what Klay Thompson does. How about the release on that three?
And it's blocked. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Indoors, we talk often about the toughness of Klay Thompson, something that is in this young man's genes.
No doubt, Greg. His dad, Michael, rock solid, both mentally and physically. Remember, Michael.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double checking, and the game continues on.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Breaking the action. Let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. Third is Stephen Curry. And the first one at the line is good.
It is easy to get lost in the well-rounded offensive game of Klay Thompson, but let's remember, this guy is an elite defender. Quick feet, great athleticism and length. Boy, what a player.
And so Thompson nails both of them. 1:30 left to play here in the half. Right side, Gibson. And it's blocked. And it's the Warriors on the break. But on that shot, with that, the Knicks lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Klay Thompson.
I think you simply have to admire the way Stephen Curry distributes the basketball. His vision, his court awareness is simply insane.
And they'll keep possession. Pass to Barrett. Noel against Green. Here's Rose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Thompson.
Well, Derrick Rose plays with such intensity, such willingness to draw contact on the interior.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up and down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
And Rose drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Curry looking it over. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Boy, you'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
The Knicks leading by 6. Rose kicks to Barrett. Passes to Gibson. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. And pushing up is Golden State Warriors again in transition. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That 3 off the mark. From deep, Rose. And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. first free throw is good. And both free throws good from Gibson. 16 seconds left in the first half. It's Curry outside. Here's Oubre. He kicks it to Green. No good off the back of the rim. Got it off in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's New York in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man, get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. Well, the youngest MVP in league history, but then injuries derailed the career of one Derrick Rose. Shaq, how great is it to see the comeback he's made?
He's dealt with the sling, the arrows, critics. Playing at this level, all about redemption.
Well, he's moved his diet, lost some weight, managed his minutes, and now he's enabled himself to get healthy. And Derrick Rose healthy, turn it. That's better than 80% of the guards in this league. Good point.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing here by 8. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiseman's out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward.
Mitchell Robinson on the floor for his defense unequivocally, but this young guy is really coming on the offensive end. Great job drawing the contact.
And Doris, the Knicks have made it clear they see Mitchell Robinson as one of their key young players moving forward.
So would I, Greg, if I had a quick twitch 7-footer with the shot blocking abilities, the defensive instincts, and this guy is putting in the time to grow his game on the offensive end. Listen, Mitchell Robinson's going to be a problem in this league.
No good on the free throw. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
Down low, Wiseman, and Finished off by Wiseman.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. The Knicks leading by 7. Robinson left side. Quickly. Here's Randall. 6 for 6. He's got the miss from the field.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Curry can't get it to go. The Knicks shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in.
One thing we know about Elfrid Payton, this guy has got supreme confidence. He will force the issue if he's this close to the cup.
For New York, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
That's good from Payton.
I think Elfrid Payton has exciting potential. He's got unbelievable defensive instincts and work habits. He just needs to develop a little bit more on the offensive end.
And both free throws good for Payton. Here's Curry. 22 points for him. Pass to Green. Inside. Wiseman kicks to Curry. Outside, Green. No good from outside.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Barrett for 3. On the rebound goes to the Warriors. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building. But this tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Thompson outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, the call going Klay Thompson's way as he takes it up with confidence. You love that about him.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good from Thompson. The Knicks making a switch here. Bullock's checked in, and Golden State also making a change. Toscano's checked in. And so Thompson nails both of them. Right now, we're seeing more athletes willing to talk about mental challenges, be it depression or anxiety. And you know, Doris, the NBA is no exception. How encouraging do you find it?
Well, I think that whether NBA players or professional athletes in any sport know it or not, they are looked to as examples, as role models. And so I think everybody wins in this situation, Kevin. The players, the fans themselves, many of whom are dealing with similar challenges. So, listen, life is not easy. Wherever you can get help, go and take it. I love this initiative from the NBA.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Rose is checked in for New York. falls, so he hits both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Makes it off the glass. Rose has got 8 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Warriors trail by 13. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer.
Well, you think the body up to Wiggins will throw him off. It doesn't help at all.
And there's the pass to Barrett. 3-pointer. Here's Robinson. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there's a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Curry with the 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And Barrett gets it to go.
Good concentration from the man out of Toronto, Ontario, R.J. Barrett. Go ahead with the contact finish.
And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Bullock. Fires from deep. Connects from 3-point range. Bullock's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
To the middle. Here's Wiggins. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Wiggins has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, how about the aggressiveness of Andrew Wiggins? So good at fighting through the contact, taking the challenge of the defense. That's beautiful.
Rose passes it to Barrett. Lets it go from deep. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. But he just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
For Curry.
And checking out some numbers for Barrett. Last season's performance for him put up about 14 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
Wiggins kicks it to Bazemore. And the Warriors miss again. New York leading by 17. Barrett for 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament, get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, in the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity. Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Pass to Oubre from outside the arc. That one, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Quickly, kicks it out to Gibson, and stolen by Wiggins. To the left side wing. Here's Poole. Off target with his 3. The Knicks leading by 20.
And how about a 44-inch vertical leap for Andrew Wiggins, and yet not interested
can really get up, but says he keeps it simple when he does. One hand or two, he's a game dunker more so than an exhibitionist.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's Poole.
And they aren't giving up the same types of looks we saw in the first half, making them earn their points.
And Barrett brings it in.
Well, what you've seen from R.J. Barrett is attack mode. The coaching staff wants him to sustain this level of aggression.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Rose. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Payton, he's checked in for Barrett. And the Warriors making a change here. Timeout called by Golden State.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups? Let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Fifth is Draymond Green. .125 left here in the third quarter. Here's Poole. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Warriors haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
One shot. That free throw good from Thompson. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Knicks on defense. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 25 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, Taj Gibson, a terrific athlete, easily gets off the floor to finish with authority.
And the Warriors with possession here. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Thompson for the triple. Hits the 3-point bomb. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, Klay Thompson's simply one of the best to do it in the NBA right now when it's a catch-and-shoot situation.
Jacks up a 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Curry outside. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. From outside, off the mark. And the pass to Toscano. Thompson from long range. His shot misses. And so it's the New York Knicks in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Knicks shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. From 12 feet out, here's Gibson. That one misses. So Golden State will take it the other way. And for the Warriors, Steph Curry's out there with Lee, and there's Klay Thompson, and it's Toscano in at the 4.
Well, a performance worthy of an all-time great, and I think at this point we're comfortable putting that label on Stephen Curry.
Now, here's Toppin. He's guarded closely. It's blocked. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Another shot. Looney with the bucket.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
To the inside. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Over in the corner, Lee. Launches a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Gibson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Lets it go with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. On the wing, Lee. Thompson for the triple. Cans it from downtown. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
And he lays in the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Lee's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Knocked away. Pass to Knox. New York moving the ball around. He gets it in there.
Well, you love to watch Taj Gibson start to cook on the offensive end. Right now, just playing to his strength.
To the middle. Here's Toscano. Banked in off the glass.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
You know, Doris, teams are using analytics more than ever before. We know that. For example, blocks are certainly a key number. But some defenders, as you know, are so good, teams don't even go at them because of those analytical numbers.
Kevin, we refer to that as shot suppression, and you have to look no further than the last two winners of the Defensive Player of the Year award, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Rudy Gobert. When those two guys are in the middle of the paint, a ball handler or would-be shot taker may reverse course and reset the offense. That's how much those guys impact the game on the defensive end.
Payton looking it over. Takes the three. Mulder with the bucket. Mulder's got his first 3 points of the game.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Myleague brings outstanding size to the position. It's about playing with confidence and playing under control on the offensive end.
Payton left side, and Randall throws it down.
Yeah, you know that when Julius Randle gets into his rhythm offensively, he can be problematic for defensive teams.
Bazemore on the wing. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now here's Bullock, guarded by Green, and Randall throws it down.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
Bazemore on the wing. From the arc, another three for Golden State.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Here's Robinson. Can-change shot. Green with the block.
Draymond Green twice on the pipe, sends it right back to the shooter.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Bazemore misses.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Barrett against Wiggins. Floats it up for Randall. Green with the block. And he's able to get it back. 5 to shoot. Barrett, no good. The Warriors have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Poole. And in last year's playoffs, we saw zone defense turn the tide in certain games. And Doris, we know when executed well, they can throw an offense completely out of rhythm.
Kevin, I'm going to go back a step further to the Toronto Raptors championship 2 years ago, where they throw a box and one, a triangle and two, and multiple zone looks that helps them win a championship. Look no further than Miami's deep run in last year's playoffs. Listen, that can change the whole rhythm of the game. It can force an offense to start second-guessing itself. When you can change the rhythm, the tempo, and mix looks and force a team to think and really operate under duress, it only helps you win ball games.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Outside, Green. Thompson inside the line. Misses off the left iron.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Barrett against Curry. Fires the three, and the three ball is good. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
My goodness, the pure shooting stroke of Steph Curry. It's the envy of every NBA player.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're up by 21. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Julius Randle.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Passes it to Knox, fires the three, and Lee pulls it down. Warriors trail by 21. Mulder, the pass to Green. And with small ball catching on, it's the rare team Doris that looks to go big and play bully ball. Why hasn't that approach been more popular?
Well, to me, Kevin, the NBA game is one that's in constant evolution. So right now the emphasis is three-point shooting, free throw opportunities, and restricted area opportunities. That seems to be the most efficient way to play the game of basketball. On the defensive end, what that requires is positionless players, guys in the post who can guard the perimeter, switchability. All the versatility you can bring to bear on the defensive end is significant, and so that's why bully ball becoming harder and harder to play in today's NBA.
Both good from the line that time. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Ntilikina. Three-pointer. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Knicks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Julius Randle.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
There's the dish to Noel. There's the pass to Knox. Fires for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Pass to Toscano. From downtown, the Knicks pull it in.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. With Elfrid Payton, bench was big tonight. How confident are you in their abilities?
Very confident. Those guys work on their games. They know that time's going to come, and then when the opportunity comes, they're ready for it. So I'm very confident in all my teammates.
Well, they had your back tonight, Elfrid. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.